On this episode, I talk about influencers, race, and how you can use fish pods to gather a ton of attention. What's up, everybody? Welcome to DISRUPTu episode 50. I'm Ryan Thogmartin, and this is the internet's only funeral marketing web show. No BS today, 3 hard-hitting questions, and we will highlight a product that every single funeral home should inventory, but not for the reasons that you think. So stay tuned. Spud me. Fish pods. If you want to know why you should inventory fish pod and offer this at your funeral home, stay tuned because I'm going to talk about it and tell you how this could gain you a ton of exposure. All right, what is influence marketing and will it work for my funeral home? We see influence marketing more in the celebrity realm and more on the Instagram platform than on Facebook. So what influencer marketing is basically leveraging somebody else's social graph and their following for your product. So brands will offer celebrities money or free product to do posts with their product in that post, going out to thousands and thousands and millions upon followers. We see this a lot in YouTube. My kids watch a ton of YouTube shows where they are watching other kids who have millions of followers get products sent to them by Nike, by bigger brands, where the kids just wear the shoes, or they casually show the shoes, or they talk about the new shoes that they have, that influences other people's buying habits. It is a huge opportunity. And can funeral homes leverage influencer marketers? Absolutely. Not necessarily in the traditional sense of you're offering money to somebody, but you could do partnerships and different things. For example, we have a client that will live stream every Friday where they will go into a local business and interview that business owner. Strategically, they have found the handful of businesses that have the most followers and the highest amount of engagement that are local in their community, and those are the business owners that they are coordinating with to do these interviews and live streams. That way, when they do the live stream on their funeral home Facebook page, that business is also sharing that video onto their Facebook page, and now we're influencing the thousands of people that follow that business and getting extra exposure without having to pay Facebook for it. Another way that you could do influencer marketing would be partnering for a giveaway on Facebook with another organization where you both are promoting the same thing and you're giving something to each other in return for that value of exposure. So influencer marketing absolutely could be used. I think one way that you could use this product in influencer marketing is, one, inventory the fish pod. It's like $8 or something on Amazon, or you can go to paulpods.com and I'm sure you can get a wholesale price for this to resell. But I guarantee you, the first funeral home to talk about this product, go to the local mayor or a local dignitary, someone that has a good personal brand and a lot of exposure in your community. If their kid has a goldfish, heck, buy their kid a goldfish at a carnival where you know that goldfish is probably going to kick off in the next couple months. The first funeral home to actually do a funeral and feature the fish pods and put it on Facebook is going to get a massive amount of exposure. So this is outside the realm of our normal information and is a little more abstract, but it's all about attention, and we talk about attention all the time. All influencer marketing is leveraging somebody else's brand to get exposure for your brand or product. So buy a fish pod, call me, and let's create a content strategy around fish pods and help you get a massive amount of exposure around a product that nobody is ever going to buy, but is completely entertaining because it's value. Got it? Spud me. Embalmer, a skill game for funeral directors. Pretty dope, right? How important is my community engagement to the success of my firm and to social media? This is extremely important because we've talked about before how your personal brand as funeral director Jim is far more valuable than business brand of Boyd and Byrne Funeral Home, right? Everyone loves Mr. Bourne or Mrs. Byrne, but no one really cares about Boyd Byrne Funeral Home. Your personal brand is always going to be more valuable. So your community engagement and involvement in your community around charity, around volunteering. I'm not necessarily talking about service organizations like Rotary or Kiwanis or some of those things. Can they be valuable? Sure. Are they a lot of time? Yes. Do they produce the value results that you want? No. They're not doing much to build your personal brand, but being engaged in different aspects of the community, projects, whatever it may be, can be extremely valuable because one, it's building the personal brand and building exposure. And again, attention drives more business. You're top of mind, people talk about you more. The more attention that you create, the more business you will get. So by engaging, you're volunteering, you're getting attention, but you're also, by volunteering and engaging, creating content that could be really valuable for your funeral home's Facebook page. So leveraging your personal brand and exposure out in the community as content for the brand is extremely, extremely valuable because now you're bringing your personal social graph into the equation, and it's great organic content and it's influencing other people that aren't connected to you personally, but are connected to your brand, where you can run that content as Facebook ads and show all the good deeds and things that you're doing in the community that are getting attention. Organic content like that will always trump anything that is curated or crafted. Organic content wins hands down, and we often talk about the difference between DISRUPTu and everyone else offering social media services is how we focus on helping you create the organic content that is going to leverage the brand further and actually be what allows us to drive more leads. So engaging in your community is extremely important. And I'm not talking about sponsoring every event. I'm talking about physically being present at events and being involved and being in the forefront so that you get that exposure and that attention for the personal brand that can then be leveraged for value with the business brand. Okay, last question. Question 3, spud me. Oh, yeah, this is cool. So, picked this up at a Cana convention. This was a giveaway by the National Museum of Funeral History. It's a thumb drive, pretty cool urn. So shout out to them. They have some grand opening coming up, I think, right? Oh well, can't get it out of here, but they do. So check it out. Search the National Museum of Funeral History, pretty cool. Question. We serve all ethnicities and religion. How do I tell my community that? This is, believe it or not, a conversation piece, I would say, with 75% of our clients. We want the community to know that we serve all ethnicities, all religions. Most people have it in their brain that we only serve the Catholics or we only serve the Protestants. That is a discernment amongst funeral homes and a perception that they have. Here's the deal. If you want your community to know that you serve all ethnicities, all religions, anybody, then you got to tell them that. They don't know what they don't know. And if there are stereotypes that they've placed on your funeral home or preconceived ideas that they have about your funeral home based on conversations with others, it's important that you're engaged in that conversation so they have the real, honest answer. So talking about it, maybe grabbing one of your employees who is bilingual and creating content for a certain ethnic group that you want to know that you offer services for them. Getting testimonials from multicultural families that you're serving. The community doesn't know what you don't tell them. They don't know what they don't know. So if you want your community to know that you serve every ethnicity and every religion, which as consumers we would assume anyways, I always think of normal businesses, but if there is a stereotype that's been placed on your funeral home and consumers don't know and they only hear the stereotype, then it's highly important that you are creating content that is addressing that stereotype and letting the consumer know that you serve and love everybody. You're called to serve regardless of ethnicity or religious background, and that you're just good people. You gotta let the community know that, and they don't know what they don't know. So very simple, turn on a camera just like this and tell them. Step one, tell them. Create some content around it. Okay, we have any more spuds? Nope, that's it. No more spuds. Okay, 3 questions, in and out, simple, but somebody pick up one of these, order a fish pod, call me. Let's create a strategy around how you can leverage this to get attention. I have no association or affiliation with paulpods.com or the creator of Fish Pods. This is just simply something that we saw where we're like, you know what? This could be a great attention grabbing content. So someone call me, you're gonna get some content for free because we're gonna help you create a strategy. 1-800-215-2713 or Ryan@disruptmedia.co. Hit me up, let's have some fun. Until next time, keep disrupting.